guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match analysis from the match yesterday between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Now this is going to be a very raw / ranty match analysis. It's not going to be in order, my usual format that I've done, but I just want to sit here and talk based on how I feel ending the year 2024, which has been by far a shambolic year as a whole for Football Club Barcelona, and what's next. Also, we can discuss some of the things that we did learn from this game. I think the first thing we learned from this game is that this team is still mentally on the floor. That when it really gets tough, they still end up crumbling. We also learned that again, in front of goal, this team is nothing short of disgraceful. Spurring from last season. What was the main criticism of last season? Why we failed? Why Xavi was sacked? Not because Xavi's philosophy was bad or the style of play was bad. It wasn't that great. It wasn't glamorous. But it was still very much structural and professional, but we did not finish our chances and we conceded a lot of individual mistakes. That was last season. This season, the individual mistakes have died down a little bit, still some, but has died down, but the chances in front of goal are still being missed. The amount of chances we missed yesterday was embarrassing. Me as a Barcelona fan, used to MSN, David Villa, Pedro, Alexis Sanchez, world-class forwards, even fucking Paco Alcácer. We finish chances. 20 chances in this game, 1 goal. Atletico Madrid, 3 chances, 2 goals. One of the other ones was saved by Naki Peña. I want to get into now the quotes of what the players and manager said after this game. Now keep in mind, the players had 2 days off in training during the week. They fucking went go-karting, having an absolute blast, Christmas party. This is what they were doing during the week. Keep that in mind. And what did I say during the week? What did I say in the match preview build up to this game? Go-karting, 2 days off, Christmas party. It's all gonna look bad if we lose this game. And we lost. Despite the fact it was last second, I don't care. A loss is a loss. And instead of preparing during the week, what are they doing? Partying and going go-karting. Now after the game, Pedri came out saying that we have to improve a lot and take advantage of the break to come with more desire. We have to be smarter and not leave ourselves so exposed. It's a painful defeat. We had many clear chances. Today the team was to blame for the lack of aim because we had chances. And I agree with him in that sense that the team, the players, are the main blame tonight. Not Flick, not the way he approached this game, nothing like that. Kounde even said as well, this was the toughest defeat of the season. The victory was in our hands and we didn't win. It is all our fault. Raphinha said, we believe that in the work we are doing, there's another half left of La Liga. We must focus on how we can improve. We played very well, but sometimes I prefer to play badly and win. It's not about playing badly and win. Win, win, win. How you win is how you get dictated. Madrid win, they play crap, they don't care, they win. Man City, they win, they play well, people like that. Barcelona, in our prime, we win well, that's the way it is. People criticize Xavi because we won, but the style of play wasn't the best for about half the time. In football, it's all about winning. And when you go out there and you dominate a game where we were the better team for probably 90 minutes of the 97 minutes of being played, but you still lose, what can you do? Diego Simeone came out saying as well, look, they were the better team, but we won. That's football. We take it. We celebrate. Again, no hard feelings for them. They came to this game probably saying, you know what, we'll take a draw. And if we win, even better, just don't lose. When was that 1-1 after De Paul? What'd they do? They just sat back. You can even see Simeone on the TV. 5-4-1. He told Julian Alvarez to drop into the midfield and just sit back and soak it up. That was their plan. That's their philosophy. They've been doing that now for 12, 15 years. They can crack on. The fact of the matter is this. When we were 1-0 up, from the 40th minute until the hour mark, we had about 3 or 4 clear cuts. People need to understand what clear cut means. Clear cut means they should be goals. We're paying Raphinha 150k a week, Lewandowski 200k a week, then you almost sat on 200k a week. All these players earning money, but when they have clear chances in front of goals, they just fail to execute, and that is the most frustrating part. Now Marcus Sorloth came out speaking after the game very quickly, immediately in the match reaction, saying that it was one of the best games that we played this season, but in the end we didn't manage to win. The opponents were more successful in front of goal than we were. Now it was originally supposed to be Marcus Sorloth doing the post-match press conference, but Flick decided to turn up. So I guess when Flick turns up, that means that something big's happening. He wants to make his opinion quite clear. Also, I have to talk about Lewandowski. Now, Lewandowski came out after the game saying that in the last 2 or 3 games, I've lacked a lot of calmness and composure in the box. You fucking twat. You are Robert Lewandowski, one of the greatest strikers that's ever played the game of our generation. crying and pitching and moaning about the 2020 Ballon d'Or, and yet you don't have composure in the box? Are you fucking for real? Why did you lose composure? What happened over these past 2 games that make you lose composure? You had 10 goals in 10 games, now you've had 1 goal in 6 games. I'm not asking for you to have that record. Of course, your record this season is great overall, but in the last 5 games, you've been abysmal. Look at the chances in this game. 2 or 3 chances, one that should have easily been a goal. I get the one that was a sweat from Ferran was offside anyways, but you're still missing that. That's going to affect your confidence at 36 years old. And what's the board saying? Oh, we're going to give Lewandowski 1 more year after this. You fucking fools. You absolute fools. This is the problem with Lewandowski. He is not reliable. He have a good 2 months, then he'll have a shite 2 months. He's been doing this his whole entire Barca career. Great start, okay? First 3 months. After the World Cup was abysmal. Came back at the beginning of last season, abysmal. Had a good stretch until January, until the end of last season. This season started off well, poorly. He's been doing patch since he's come into Barcelona. And that's why someone off the bench needs to give him strong coverage and competition. Jonathan David this summer for a free chance would be great. But Victor clearly is not doing that right now. Victor Roque has already been shipped off. Well, let's give Lewandowski until next year. Bunch of freaking twats. Now, let's get to what Flick said after the game. We played an extraordinary game. I'm very proud of the players. I'm very disappointed with the result. Atletico Madrid waited for their chances, and it was enough for them. For us, it's different. And it was very frustrating. But I'm delighted with the game. We'll come back after the break and reset. Blah blah blah. Like all these. What I hate about Flick is just his boring excuses that he has after games. Oh, Christmas break will do us well. Oh, we could have. I think the performance was perfect. Again, I cannot blame Flick for the result. What does Pep very famously say? The manager's job is to bring the team from from our own box, from the defensive third, into the final third. It is down to the players to finish the chances. That's all Flick can go. Flick can't tell Lewandowski to score, Raphinha to shoot a cross goal and not shoot at all black. He can't do any of that, especially in the games on PlayStation. You have to rely on the players' individual talent. In the end, it didn't come to fruition. So I have no criticism for Flick in this game, apart from, again, maybe being a bit more proactive with his substitutions. But now, what's next for Barcelona? It's the, again, same narrative. We go, honest to God, guys, like, listen, I've been a Barca fan for 15 years. I love this club. I'll take bullets for this club for success. But I have to be honest. I'm not saying my love for the club is dying, but my care for the club is dying. Because it's just the same bullshit every single year. I'm not talking about Champions League success. I'm just talking about success in general. Since the treble season, we've been mediocre. Yes, the double after that was nice. Then the Copa, Valverde double was boring because we played boring football. Then we had Rome and then Anfield. And it's just, I'm sick to death of it, man. What did I do to deserve this? All I want is just to see one good season of success that we haven't had since the treble. And that treble season as well, the first half was crap. It's like, I don't know, man. It's... People make fun of me for how much I care about the club. I fucking, made 2,000 videos about Barcelona over the past few years. And now I'm trying to see their point. Because again, at the end of the day, these players don't know who I am. They don't know that I'm sitting here blood, sweat, and tears into this team. They go back home to their fancy mansion and stuff like that. Oh, Raphinha will say he cares. But man's going point blank 1v1 with Jan Oblak about 5 times and shoots all 5 of them straight at him. What the fuck am I supposed to do after that? People, guys, I think what's happening with the team now is January is going to be the deciding factor. I honestly believe at this moment in time, we're not going to win La Liga because we've balled it. Our chances now are at the Cups. UCL, probably definitely not. Copa del Rey and Super Cup. You have, of course, now Araujo. He's been a bit fit now for 3 weeks, but he can't come to a game because we've been fighting to frickin' save our lives in these games. You have Ansu Fati who's returning now. You have Christensen who's coming back. The squad, barring the 2 marks in Ter Stegen and Bernal, is going to be fully fit going into January. January is going to be the deciding factor. If we win all the games in January, we pull, in October 2024 and January 2025, we might have a bit of a remontada. But that January month for me is a deciding factor. I think Super Cup is huge. Last season, what did I say? Go back and watch my video. I said the Super Cup will decide how well we do for the rest of the season. We lost it 4-1 in the final against Madrid. What happened? We went trophyless. Same thing that happened the season before. I said the Super Cup, again, from before the Super Cup, we're coming off the back of being eliminated in the Champions League in the group stages. We lost in Madrid 3-1 at the Bernabeu. I said the Super Cup will be the telling factor. We won the Super Cup. We clapped Madrid in the final 3-1. We went on and won the league. This, again, the Super Cup is going to be the deciding factor. You have Athletic Club first, then Mallorca or Madrid in the final. That, for me, will dictate Barcelona's form and momentum going forward. Because if we win the Super Cup, I think we'll win something else. Whether it's the league, probably not. Champions League, probably not. Or the Copa del Rey, sure. But if we lose that Spanish Super Cup, I think the season is done. Because, again, this team, you can see how they play for this first half of the season. They go based on confidence and momentum, especially in big games. They perform in big games. They've won every big game but this one. But in this big game, they did of course perform. We cannot take away from that. I gave them an 8 out of 10 in my team review in yesterday's match review. You cannot say they didn't perform. But that Spanish Super Cup will of course be the deciding factor. We don't have another league game until Getafe away, Alfonso Pérez Stadium. Fuck me, we're probably gonna lose that game. Like, there's just nothing for me going forward now. We're not going to do anything in January, signing players. It's all going to happen in the summer. It's just the same cycle over and over and over again. And I'm sick to death of it. Where do Barcelona go from here? Again, it all comes down to that January month. I think February and March, when we return to the Camp Nou, all this other details is irrelevant. January for me is a do or die month, and it always has been looking into the season. Yes, you can beat Madrid and Bayern in the middle of October at the beginning of the season when it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters. It's good that we did it, but I thought we were back. That's probably the best moment I felt in that week since probably winning the double under Luis Enrique, if I'm being honest. And then look, that barely lasted a week, and that's the problem with this club. They never take it and go on a run. They take it, they enjoy it, they milk it, celebrate, then they go back to shit. And I think I've come to the point now where this team is just fucked. I love a lot of these players. I just do a whole reset. Raphinha can, if of course we fail this season, Raphinha can go, Lewandowski can go, Varane can go, Inigo can go, Kounde can go. I'd keep some of the young core players, Pedri, Gavi, Kubarsi, Lamine Yamal. We just bought Dini Olmo. I'll let him slide. Casado. I know they're all Spanish, but I just do a whole reset because it's been the same team now for about 3 years. It's been the same shit, the same balling, the same capitulation, the same wasted chances, and I've had enough of it. This is my perspective. Yes, they're great players. Yeah, they're 90 rated on FIFA and 86 rated on FIFA. Oh, well, whoop-de-doo. I've had enough, man. I've reached boiling point. People say, oh, don't give up on the team. I've seen fucking, let me just pull this up as well. Barcelona, what they've been tweeting recently as well. Like, just the state of this club. We're run by fucking, like, even the content that we make is all for children. When the majority of our fans are like, you know, are like teenagers, mid to late 20s. Let's see. Heads up. We left it on the field. We'll be back. There's still a lot of football left to play. Still have half season left. Fuck off. Do one. It's the same thing. I can find 5 tweets from last season the exact same thing. It's boring. I've had enough. And people are saying, oh, it's just one loss, Barca boy. No, we won 1 fucking game in the league in our last 7. We've had 10 points. We had a 9-point cushion, and we bottled it. And we didn't bottle it against Atletico Madrid. We bottled it against Sociedad, Celta Vigo, Leganes, and Las Palmas. Those 2 are the real killers. Our home form is disgusting. We've lost back-to-back games. We've lost 3 of our last 4 home games. The home form is abysmal. I'm going to mention that after the game, to be fair, say that we lost like 9 points at home. It's unacceptable. It's just disgusting that we play all right away. We can't perform in front of our own fans. 46,000 showed up to the Montjuic. Could not win the game. We performed at least, but we could not win the game. And this is how we end off the year, on a loss. And it's just the same story every single time. So to conclude, you know, this match analysis, what we learned from the game, and, you know, what to look forward to next. January will be the deciding factor for how Barcelona sees success this season. Very, very obvious. Barbastros, Super Cup, Getafe, Benfica, Atlanta. Those are it. And I trust this team to perform in big games, but it's the other games I'm worried about. Your Getafe away, your, you know, Leganes away, your Las Palmas away, your Sociedad at home. These kind of niggling games is where I don't trust this team. Again, this game, another big game where we did perform. We just, you know, got unlucky in the end, you could say. And we're unlucky in the game and finishing chances. But over the past 10 years, it's not been unlucky. It's been very consistent. That's why I'm frustrated. But we'll see how this team bounces back. But if we keep doing this, missing chances left, right, and center, and this is not just in this game. It's been the story of this whole entire season. Where we win games 5-0, should be 8. We win 3-0, should be 4. We win 2-1, it should be 6-1. It's been the same story. And again, that backline is low. We've not kept a fucking clean sheet since the Clásico. 4-0 win at the end of October. We've not kept a clean sheet since. That is disgusting. And again, you can't say, I don't think it's on the fault of the defense. I just think it's loss in concentration. And the other team, you know, finishing their chances. Them being clinical against us. Which sucks, but I don't think a lot of those, I've been very critical of Inaki Peña. I don't think Inaki Peña is the reason why we haven't kept a clean sheet since the Clásico. I think it comes down to the team mostly. Well, yes, he's been at fault for something, sure, but not consistently. the day we keep it clean sheets is the day we're back in my books. And the same thing happened last year. Remember, we went last year 3 months without a clean sheet. We finally got a clean sheet. We also went like what, 3 months without scoring more than 2 goals in a game. We finally scored like 4 goals in a game. We all lost our minds. It's the same thing. It's the same bullshit. And the sooner you open your eyes, the sooner you accept it, and the sooner you accept it, the sooner it does not affect you mentally and emotionally. Like, it doesn't me anymore. Like, I've had enough. It's just like, whatever, I'll watch Barbastro, I'll be there, I'll support. If we lose, whatever. If we win, whatever. I've reached that point. Until I see a major turnaround, a major, you know, success over a long period of time, it's going to be the same BS every single time. Now, of course, in the comments down below, let me know your thoughts on everything I discuss in this match analysis. Think I'm overreacting? What are your thoughts on the performance? Thoughts on what the players said and the manager said after the game? And how do you see Barcelona going into that second half of the season with the squad expected to be fully fit, barring the 2 ACL injuries? Are you confident? Are you still worried? Do you think the players are mainly at fault? The manager? Leave me all your thoughts down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care. And as always, Forza Barca.